All right.
Fly like an eagle.
Yeah.
We're flying. Look, we have plenty of room on our flight.
We do got plenty of room, but that may not be for long, Marissa, because as millions of Americans cling to the end of summer and prepare for what will hopefully be a restful Labor Day weekend. You get any rest?
No. What is rest? What is rest?
Exactly.
We'll have plenty of company in a bit, though. There you go.
That's sick day.
Well, with travel expected to see a huge boost this year, they'll also have to navigate plenty of backups and potential delays. So here with the Labor Day survival guide to get us through
There's
it,
our guy.
Travelmation founder Adam Duckworth. Hey, Adam.
Hey, Stephen, Marissa, two of my favorites. Thanks so much for having me on. You know, I love you both.
You're our favorite,
and all
Adam.
the good folks. Good Day, DC. Let's talk Labor Day.
Let's get into it. All right, what are some tips? I want to travel, but I haven't planned a thing. I don't know if it's too late.
Okay, so first of all, AAA's talking that domestic travel is up about 9% year over year. So prepare for crowds. Number one, pack your patience. Here's a couple of tips to navigate some of these things. If you have flexibility in your travel day, consider leaving Thursday or maybe coming back Tuesday. Those are good options. If you have some flexibility, because Friday and Monday are going to be completely jammed, whether you're on the roads or you're in the sky, mainly because those fuel prices have come down a little bit year over year. They're less expensive than they were in 2023. So folks are going to be on the road. Folks are going to be in the sky. Also, one final tip for the air. I just did this the other day because I went to Atlanta from Fort Lauderdale, where I live, on the 5:30 a.m. flight. Take the first flight out of the airport if you can that morning. You're way more likely to have less delays or to have a smooth experience if you get early on in the day. The airlines don't have a chance to back up. Weather doesn't delay the flights. That's a big tip from me to you this Labor Day season.
I love it. And if you miss that first flight, you can always catch the next flight. Adam, let me ask you this. So Marissa, she promised me a trip if I did good in school and got A's
Marissa,
on my report card. You know, right?
There's another Marissa.
She's so sweet, right?
Depends on his behavior, Adam, how he acts this hour.
And I've been doing well, right? I've been doing well. So basically, I want to take a trip for Labor Day, maybe somewhere local. I can't get on a plane and go to Cancun. It's just too much risk involved. I got to be back here on Monday. Is there any places that are local or at least within a 10 to 20 mile radius or maybe a 50-mile radius that would give me a nice vacation buzz?
So listen, if you're in the DC area, I love this. First of all, I know, Stephen, you talked about no air, but I did a little research on cheap flights out of Dulles this week. Your number one destinations are Pittsburgh, Boston, and Fort Lauderdale. So if you're looking for a little spot down here, but the hottest spot this travel season during Labor Day, they say, is actually Seattle. I was just in Seattle a month ago, and who would have known? Up 30% year over year. Also, folks are really coming down to Florida to get into those theme parks for one last time before their kids go back to school. But Stephen, you guys are in DC. You know what I might recommend if you're not looking to kind of get out of the city? I might recommend seeing some of those sites that those of us who live in big cities don't always get to see. Maybe it's time to take a little staycation. Washington Monument, Lincoln Memorial, some of those museums. If I were you, I might get a couple of tickets for the weekend myself.
I know we're talking about Labor Day weekend specifically, but I actually planned a cruise a week and a half after Labor Day weekend, thinking, you know what, maybe there won't be as much competition then. So can you talk about people who maybe can wait it out and spend this weekend planning ahead?
That's a very interesting question, Marissa. First of all, I'm assuming you might even be going out of Fort Lauderdale or Miami. You might be coming down to my neck of the woods to take that cruise because we're the cruising capital of the world. However, you're talking about something really interesting called shoulder season. So shoulder season is a really popular term in the travel industry these days, and it represents the season between like summer and the holidays. So you're actually probably going to pick up a few dollars in terms of your price, and you might pick up a few bodies in terms of the crowd. That way you stay away from all the madness of the holiday weekend. Shoulder season, even going to Europe and Japan, as well as cruising, which has been so hot since it returned to water in 2021, are phenomenal ideas for that shoulder season travel. You're right on, and I hope you have the most amazing cruise because I love a great cruise.
Revenge travel is here. My goodness.
Adam, thank Thank you so much.
Yes.
Just one thing I would add, I know you mentioned packing the patients. I would just encourage people to make sure they bring it in the carry-on bag and not check it.
Bring it in the carry-on.
Yeah,
Bring it in the
need it
carry-on
on
bag.
the plane.
That's
yes.
right. And don't forget the deodorant at home either.
Thanks to you both.
Thanks, Adam. Good to see you.